Hi everybody, this is ATEEQ. I once again welcome all of you to our YouTube channel Engineering Drive. My dear students, in my last session, I have already discussed with all of you how we can draw a line as well as points in our Python program. Now here, I want to discuss some more features here related to this plotting of graph. Now when we see this output, we can see one thing, there is no title here. Okay, there is no title visible. Okay, there is no title in this graph. There is nothing mentioned about what is x-axis. There is nothing mentioned about what is y-axis. Okay, and there are no grid lines also here. Suppose if you want to add grid lines, horizontal and vertical, okay, cells like rows and columns, how we can add that? So everything I am going to show here. So for that, we need to do some changes. We need to add some functions here. So let me change the question here. Draw a line with title, labels and grid lines. Okay, suppose I want to draw a line. Yes, already I have drawn it. I want for this graph one title. I want for this graph labels, that is x-axis and y-axis labels, and I want grid lines also here. How I can do this? So the same program which already I have written, already have typed in my previous program, for this I will add some extra lines here. What are those extra lines of code? Extra line of code I am going to add. Let us see here. So once the x and y points are fixed, the next thing what I am going to do is I want to add title for this graph. So in order to add title, just use this alias, that is plt, which refers to the sub library pyplot, plt dot, here we need to use title. Okay, and in single quotations or in double quotations, it depends on you. So here I am preferring the single quotations. Single quotation, what I am going to do, title I want to add. For example, here I want to add the title for this graph, Engineering Drive, our channel name. Okay, so the one thing, title I have added. Now let us run this program to see whether we'll get the title about this graph or not. Let us see. Let me run this program. Yes, of course, we got the title here, Engineering Drive. That's all. Okay. The next thing I want is x-axis label as well as y-axis label I want to add. For that reason, what I am going to do, plt dot x label. So here let me give the x label as x-axis. Okay. Similarly, I want to give the y label. So plt dot y label. So we need to use the function y label. So here I want to add the label y-axis. So you can give any label which you want. So for simplicity, I am giving it as x-axis and y-axis. Okay, now let me run this program. Okay, now you can see here x-axis added and y-axis added automatically. It has been generated in our plot, in our graph. Okay, and one more thing I want to add here. I want to add the grid lines here. So that is cells, rows and columns. How I can add the grid lines for accuracy? So plt again dot grid. So we need to use the function grid. That's all. Okay, and let me run this program. Now once I run this program, you can see here the grid lines have been added automatically here once you use the grid function. So dear students, you can see here, by using the title function, we can add title to the graph. By using x label and y label, we can add the labels for x-axis and y-axis respectively. And by using the grid function, we can add the grid to the graph. So all these functions you can use with any type of graph, and automatically the title, x-axis, y-axis as well as the grid lines will be added to your graphs. So any types of questions, you can simply put it in the comment section. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.